All right, my friends, we're going to start right at the Champions League draw. We are going to assume that we are going to get past FC Nordsjælland. This may be a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm curious. I have questions about this and picking a captain for your squad, so stay tuned for that. Do you watch this? I think this was made to be a big deal by SI, like, oh, it's official, and it's like, do you just click advance, 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 advance versus listening to Darijo Cerna talk about the draw? You know, like do you hit play and just sit and go, oh, that's nice, or do you just go, okay, this is taking forever? I know you can change the speed, but like, let's just advance. Okay, Azad gets Benfica, Rangers or Beitar Jerusalem. Sorry if that's incorrect. Gets Gink. Saint Etienne gets St. Gallen or PAOK, and FC Nordsjælland or SK Sturm Graz, right? I mean, where's our Graz? Gets Trabzonspor. Say it with confidence. And please explain this to me. We actually had a discussion in the Discord recently about this because it's recommending we keep Tommy Horvat, who's the current captain, as the captain. I can understand keeping the current captain. But it's recommended we choose Gurkan Kartal, who's a 15 leadership and 11 teamwork, as the vice captain. But when you sort by, let's say, leadership or by teamwork, he's not even on the first page or first, visible listing of teamwork. On the leadership standpoint, you've got Grant Davies and Kim Joo-hyun as other options. So I'm curious if this has something to do with like how long they've been at the club, whether they're fitting into social groups. If I go to the dynamics real quick, Kim Joo-hyun is on the outside looking in. Grant Davies just got here and is in the secondary social group along with Svetkovic, Rodriguez, and Kosa. All the new signings are kind of off on their own. I just think it's odd. And the discussion was like it has something to do with reputation. I thought it might have something to do with his age. Like, oh, he's an important player. He's been here a while. But Grant Davies is also an important player, but he just got here. So I think I'm going to keep Horvat as the captain, but I'm going to put Grant Davies as the vice captain. I honestly thought about being like, clean sweep, lads. Like, Grant is our new captain, but he is 20, and that's a lot to put on the shoulders of a 20-year-old who's trying to like learn probably German and his position and our tactic and all that kind of stuff. So we'll make him the vice captain because I think Horvat's probably in his last year with us, and then Grant can take over, as he grows and performs exceptionally well this season, right? He'll take over. Today I'm going to start us at least with FC Nordsjælland. We are away. We got a pretty full squad. We don't have Svetkovic. He has a gashed lower leg from a training incident because of course he does. We've gone back to the 4-2-3-1, unlike the gegenpressing towards the end of last season. In particular because we don't have Svetkovic right now, but also because we've now had part of the summer. Like, this is the middle of the summer where we're like, oh, we're playing a Champions League potential game. So it's not fully baked in, I don't think, from a tactical standpoint, but, it is what it is. All right, so you get the fancy graphic here. They play a 4-4-2. Okay, interesting. Not sure. I was looking at the subs bench. I didn't look at the names because I was in my brain. I went, oh, there's no like faces, but obviously that's because the graphic is different. So can our 4-2-3-1 away from home. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Okay, full crowd. At least people show up at their stadium, unlike in South Korea, he says bitterly. Okay, early, we're a minute and 35 in. Oh, okay. Not going to be a penalty, at least for that standpoint. Oh, I thought we intercepted that, but we didn't. Oh, good stop there. That was a little bit more to the keeper's right. I think that's a goal. That was a rifled shot, to be fair. Little DHL logo on their kits here. Kim Joo-hyun, oh, he's up to a 7.0, and then I mentioned his name, and he went down to a 6.9. Kotsa, oh. Highlight cuts out in the middle of it, or did it go out for a goal kick? It kind of looked like it was a goal kick, but then they kept playing, and I was like, I'm not sure what's happening here. Ascone! Oh, just over. He was going for that top 90 there, or upper 90. They've had 6 shots to our 2. We may drop this to balanced. I didn't look up the rules. I'm assuming, wait, didn't they get away? They got rid of away goals, right? Or is that in FM24? Surely they've baked that in now with the winter updates, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Diambu, back. Oh. We have 6 guys to pass it to. It's like, please don't pass it to somebody that is marked. That was a little close right there, to be fair. Kotsa. Davies. Oh, terrible pass, man. That's why he's the central defender, not a ball-winning. or ball playing defender. Good grief, mate. Like, I literally just said, please don't do that. Is it Val Egeli? Okay, we get away with that. We do have the possession advantage, 76-24. We're completing 92% of our passes, unlike that one from Davies there. 9 shots to 5, but they have 3 on target. We have none. Not the best showing. Right back out after the half. Told them our shooting hasn't been good enough, which it hasn't. Oh, not another highlight for them. It's in their defensive third. Maybe we'll, our press will win that back. Yes. Verat oh boy. Nicholas. Verat Schnig. I haven't said his name enough in highlights, so, what does that tell you? Pings it in. Ibrahim is their first goal of the season. He's 31 and he's in, I want to say, the last year of a contract. We do have an optional contract extension. I was kind of waiting, but, if you get us to the Champions League, whatever. Champions League phase, third qualifying, second qualifying? Is this the first? I can't remember. Round. We'll take it. Gets the header. He goes from a 6.5 to a 7.2 with that headed goal. Very nice. Mika's on a 6.7. He's doing all right. Horvat said, you signed my potential replacement. I'm going to do all right, I guess, on that set piece. Our left back, who I told at half to take it easy, you're on a yellow. Mika plays it over to Horvat. He's triple marked and then gives up the ball. Oh, he was offside by a mile. He's offside by a... Oh my gosh. How has that counted? And we had like 4 guys closing him down with the keeper or including the keeper, and it somehow counts? Is there something I'm not understanding? He wasn't in his half. The ball was in his half. I think we've been robbed there. I'll have to go back and watch that when we do the replay. But that is shocking to me. Wow. Okay, that has got me flustered. Christian Friedrich, the right back, is not doing so hot. So do we say to go down the left? Because he's exhausted? Or do we we'll trigger the press on him. We'll do a little encourage after that disappointing goal. Okay. Was that the press immediately? No, that's their right winger, I think. Or right midfielder. Okay. Davies in his first, we did beat, I think I said that last time, Austria Salzburg. Whoa, okay, hold on. Boving, pass! Or take a touch and... Oh my gosh, has the keeper saved that? Okay, I thought he just missed. I was like, what is happening? We smashed him 4-0. No, that was the game I rotated everybody in. So this is, I think, Grant's first appearances for us, as well as Nicholas Kolza. Plays it back. Oh, mate. Why are we going backwards? Oh, that was intercepted, surely. Yeah. Okay. Mika's not having the best game. We don't really have a like for like, but we'll bring in Marlon Mustafa, who did really well for us last season in that gegenpressing switch. So we'll bring him on. Everyone else is fired up. It's interesting because it's one of those things where I think some of the rotational players are good enough, but I also think we have league games to worry about too. So I don't want to rotate too early, but we are on a 6.7. We'll bring in Sotiris because I think Maidson may not like big matches. And then we'll take off Horvat because Schmid is on an important player contract as well. So we'll do the triple sub here in the 70, right on the cusp of the 73rd minute. See if that'll do us any good. I'm tempted to bring on our left and right back rotation players. Our shooting has been much better. We're up to 3 shots on target. We've equaled their total number of shots. We have more XG, which is really disappointing that it's 1-1. I think we had the opportunity there a couple highlights ago. Okay, look at that. Amazing press, Mustafa. Oh, they immediately cough it right back up. Oh, come on, Grant. You're a stopper. He's not playing on stopper, but you get the idea. He has the capabilities to be a stopper. Excellent. Ibrahim coming back to help out. I was going to say, please get rid of that. Punts it long. At some point that was somewhat acceptable. Koza trying not to get sent off with a second yellow. Doesn't press too hard there. Ball comes back across. Mustafa is coming back to help. He's helping again. Look at the pressing forward. And then we just let the man run through. We just let him run through. What are we doing? I think it's offside. I think the first ball might have been offside. The midfielder. Oh my gosh. We just let him run. I don't think. Are they saying that's a separate phase of the game because Davies played it? I think that's harsh, to be honest with you. We are going to go positive. I think we risk it here for the biscuit. 2-1. 86th minute. About to be the 87th minute. Dual courage. Come on, lads. Give me something. Of course not. It's too late. That is gutting. To be fair, that's actually away from home. I don't think that's... It's not as bad as I was thinking it might have been, but to have gone up first and then to have had almost the same amount of XG, that stings a little bit. I don't know if I pointed this out before. Yes, we have a game in between, a league game against RB Salzburg. Fantastic. All right, I'm bringing you back. Romano Schmid, when we signed him, we made him the penalty taker. Amazing run by Ibrahim coming down, like weaving through the left wing. It is the 27 minute, or 27 on the clock, I should say. Schmid steps up against Salzburg. Nets it home. I am stunned, my friends. We're playing balanced away from home. The assistant recommended we go defensive. We'll see how it turns out. 46 seconds into the second half, William Boving goes down. We somehow beat RB Salzburg at their place, and I don't understand. You see the tactics down here for them. They're down a goal, and they shift into a 3-4-2-1, like in the last 10 minutes or so, something like that. I see that a lot in FM. What is that? You would think they would be pushing players forward rather than dropping into a back three. No? And it's fractured ribs. Great. We come into this game with Gurkan Kartal on the right wing inside forward spot. The youngster, 20 years old, homegrown. Can he make an impact for us? And we've lost Romano Schmid to a bruised thigh. He failed his fitness test. Normally with an orange injury thing, I'd just leave him, on the bench. And like if we had an emergency, bring him in, maybe for penalties. You know what? For penalties, maybe we do that. So here we go again. Maybe penalties is ambitious. It says we're favored. I guess it's because we're at home, but we are down a goal. So we need to score and score early. The fans have shown up. Flares in the stands. Early chance in the 5th minute goes well over. A 0.38 XG. Surely that wasn't that, right? Or was it that clear of a header? That would be pretty rough if that was from the header. Okay. Mika has been kind of disappointing early on. Maybe he's... Oh, okay. Horvat does the Darwin Nunez and then does the Darwin Nunez. Oh. Classic. But he's going to make up for it here. He's going to place it right on Grant Davies' enormous forehead. Nope. Keeper punches it out. Okay, Ibrahim collects. And then what? And then they run into each other and just go like, oh, I thought we thought... I do it up on balance. We just beat Salzburg on balanced. So I figured let's not get super crazy here. Let's leave it that way. Ibrahim, what you got, son? You gonna Mo Salah it? You are going to Mo Salah it from the left side. So maybe you're gonna Luis Diaz it. Rip. I'm gonna miss him. But we've equalized, my friends. It's 2-2. It's 2-2. This is probably going to end up being the episode is the Champions League and the little nugget about RB Salzburg. So of course, I'll say that and we'll concede in the 25th minute shortly. Keeper went a little early there, maybe, but I mean, he just slots it into the far post. I guess technically far post. He cut inside to make it the far post, or to not make it as far. Easy for me to say. Okay, Maidson, Mika. Go on, Mika. What you got? Likes to drop deep. Apparently, way deep. He's interesting. 13. 13 is Diambu. Oh! I thought that was going to go back to him. I do have Diambu there on a Segundo Volante. I've never played one of those, but it's his favored position, and I think it kind of works for what we're using here, right? Like late runs. I'm doing this off the top of my head. So instead of having both midfielders sit deep, having one that'll like drive forward and then let Maidson do the cleanup with the back line. We'll see how that works. Maybe it's a disaster. Ibrahim slotted across. Oh no! Clayster, Anton Clayster puts a foot to it, and then, I mean, that was going to be clearly, I think, intercepted by the keeper, and then slots it home for us, but we are not complaining, my friends. Let's watch it again. Oh, that's, if you're going to stick your foot out, angle it. You stick it all the way out. He's trying to make a play, to be fair. Why am I sympathizing with FC Nordsjælland? Let's go. Pretty even on the shots, although we have triple their XG. Gurkhan on the right is on a 6.8. He's doing okay. I think Nicholas calls us struggling to kind of like, he's like, I just got here and you're throwing me into all these games. At least narratively, that's where I go. I'm gonna say don't get complacent, lads. Why are you stressed? Jeez. You're playing well. Keep it up. Everyone chill out. I guess it's the pressure of... Normally, we lose here and we go to the Europa League phase, qualifying section 14, sub part 8. Part of the Europa League. But we'll see. Ball in, we're going to win. Oh, Gurkhan he just stands there. He's like, this man is going to jump on my shoulders if I try and jump. So, okay, interesting. We're just letting him... Okay. In the corner. Okay. Good closing down by Maidson. Horvat collects it. He's got lots of space. He decides to dribble towards the defender. Mika is held onside by the right back. Drives forward. Hits it off the post. It's 4-2. I hope that hasn't blown the mic out. I apologize if it did and it sounds muffled on your speakers. I'll try and fix it in the edit. 4-2. Have we secured the next step? I mean, we're not into the Champions League phase part, but you know, I told you that Nordsjælland was in the 14th league and we were in the 11th league in Europe. You're saying there's a chance, right? So we appear to have had a chance. Okay, we're at this almost the 70th minute. I'm looking, everybody looks good. 4-2. Oh gosh. I guess I do want to get Svetkovic on because he's just come back from injury. Mika's having a good game, so we'll bring Svetkovic on to like, because he's probably going to start the next league game, would be my guess, as like a welcome in, son. Yeah, causes struggling. So Bona's going to come back in. I think those are the two subs we make right now. Make a difference, lads. Ooh, okay. Not a red card, wasn't studs up. Clearly. Horvat, okay. Oh, I just realized I think we have two a left back, starting left back and right back named Nicholas. Is that correct? That's hilarious if true. But spelled differently. Clearly, that's the difference. Okay, lads, we're pinging around. Oh, lovely. Mika, oh, wait, no, Mika. I guess the subs haven't come in yet. Like, what is happening? Did you see that? I pulled away so I don't blow the mic out. What? That is from distance. Oh my gosh. That is like one of the best goals of the save, I think. That's gonna get a praise. Automatic praise. And then now that we have a 3-goal lead, that was a rocket. Okay. I can't remember how many subs we can make in the Champions League, but we're going to be making them. So let's go do that. Let's bring a bunch of complacency in. Fantastic. You want to come in? Sure. Wow, what a hit. That's going to be we're going to sub you off as like a great job. I do have it that if anybody else comes in, they play the deep line playmaker. Just to, give them a rest. Let's bring it. Oh, I can't bring in Juan Pablo. So, yeah. I think we have more center back depth than we have midfielder depth. So, go see the game out. What a hit, friends. What a hit. Unbelievable So we've made it to the next round. This is going to be the episode. You know that by now because it's the length of the episode and where you're at in the episode. Well freaking done. That is a smashing. We're down 2-1 and end up 5-2 on top. We get 100 grand for that. Next episode, we're going to take on Trabzonspor. There's a chance. I mean, they're in the 9th league according to the rankings. They did finish 2nd in Turkey last year, so might be a difficult ask there, but goodness, the games are coming thick and fast. This is why I'm not worried about the important player contracts for like players like Romano Schmid, because you go, yeah, it's going to be game, and then if we get knocked out there or not, there's going to be another qualifying round or a playoff or whatever, or we get knocked down to the Europa League or whatever it is. So they're coming thick and fast. In between, we play Wolfsburger AC, and then in between the Champions League games, we play Blau-Weiß Linz, which is that blue-white something? Maybe? I don't know. But my friends, if you've enjoyed that, hit the like button. Appreciate your support. And we'll see you next time.